Hello everyone, this is Maddie, good Gemini, back for another reading. I feel like I finally got the camera set up that I want. That isn't going to be shaky and that looks good. So we're going to do a new moon in Gemini reading. I want to see what the current energy is in your life and what is manifesting from this new moon in Gemini. Now, Gemini is the sign of what we think. It's thought transmission. It's kind of intelligence, multiplicity of thoughts in the mind. And what I'm focused on is kind of the shadow element of Gemini being about their having no progress. So with the new moon in Gemini energy, I feel like if you've been feeling stagnant, mentally stagnant, physically stagnant, or stagnant in any area of your life, this new moon in Gemini is really like mentally infusing energy. So maybe there's something that you've been having trouble focusing on or mentally putting enough energy into, and that is shifting. We have creativity, so this could be around you putting your mental focus around creating something. This is beautiful. So this new moon is manifesting things being created, creativity in your life in general. So let's see with the numerology deck, what is the current energy in the collective's life that is seeing this video? Remember, this is a collective reading. Take what resonates and leave behind what doesn't. Okay, so things could feel definitely stalled right now, or you're in a timeout. And what's manifesting is compassion. We also have environment. So manifesting self-compassion, there could be a manifestation, a shift in your environment. Right now, you've been in a period of things kind of being in a timeout, or you being in a timeout. Maybe it feels like things aren't moving. There's a stagnancy. What's manifesting here with self-compassion, the change in your physical environment. This could be a change in your physical body, treating your body differently, infusing yourself with self-love. You're in this timeout period, or you've been in this timeout up until this point because this has to do with your healing and your self-compassion. I'm pulling from the archetype deck to see what archetype is manifesting within your soul with this new moon in Gemini. So what is this new moon in Gemini asking you to step into? What is it manifesting within who you are and where you currently are in comparison? So with timeout, to me, it gives like a divine timeout. So if you're feeling frustrated with things feeling like they're kind of stagnant right now, Spirit is just confirming there's a reason why things are kind of stalled out or feeling stagnant right now. You could be seeing the numbers 99 or 44, 37 or 44 could be your age, or those could be significant. This could be the year you were born. Okay, we have beggar at the bottom of the deck. Confronts empowerment at the level of physical survival, awakens the spiritual authority of humility, compassion, can't make it up, and self-esteem. I'm going to take this, dependent on others to the exclusion of effort. Wow. So maybe you've been feeling like you're in some sort of like isolation period. This time out, maybe you feel like your money isn't flowing, things are feeling stuck, you're kind of just confused about why the energy is feeling so blah. Okay, let's clarify what the collective is stepping into. Thank you. Vampire. Makes you aware that someone or something is draining your life force, depleting others for your physical survival has come up twice. Chronic complaining and codependency. And lover at the bottom of the deck. Great passion and devotion, unbridled appreciation of someone or something, obsessive passion that harms others, self-destructive devotion. Okay, so with compassion and vampire, this could be like you learning a lesson around being this to me is like being either a people pleaser and others have been sucking your energy because you have lacked compassion for yourself. You give all the compassion outwardly, and right now what's manifesting is this lesson around you becoming aware of what is draining your life force. There's energy that's been affecting your physical survival. This could be you have been in a timeout period where you have to understand and find confidence, self-esteem, humility at the same time. Because if you are seeking that outside of yourself, by doing that, this is draining you of your life force because you're seeking it from outside of you. Depleting others for your physical survival. Chronic complaining and codependency. This could be also not having compassion for yourself or others. And right now what's manifesting is the need to be aware of this and stepping into the way that you're thinking. So instead of being negative, having compassion for yourself and your situation, and then also doing something about it. Ace of Cups is at the bottom of the deck, and the High Priestess. Deep inner self-love, receiving love. That's a big theme that's coming up here. Is this new moon in Gemini is how can you receive love from your own self? But physical survival coming up twice is very significant to me. Of like, you are no longer just fighting to survive. Maybe there's an environmental change that needs to happen. Maybe the people that you're living with don't have compassion, or they're draining you of your life force. Things have just been feeling like I'm getting through, I'm surviving. Stepping away from energy where it feels like you are seeking and trying to obtain life force or obtain things from things externally. This compassion and this energy has to come through from within. Great passion and devotion to your own self. It's under that. Destroyer, releasing what is potentially destructive, preparing for a new life. Yeah, I feel like this is an internal overhaul of whatever was keeping you essentially disconnected from who you are. You've had some sort of like illusion or misunderstanding of who you are because you've been seeking that external validation. Yeah, with the King of Swords, this is very, very strong mental clarity. Starting to know your own truth, and you don't give a fuck what anybody else says. It's like really, really sitting in confidence and knowing what you know. Allowing people to see you this way, because maybe in the past you've been like, oh, I'm an empath, oh, I'm a lover, oh, I'm such a good person, but it's allowed you to be taken advantage of. This isn't to say, oh, put all these walls up and don't be open to other people, but there's something here about like mental boundaries. Oh, there's been a lot of like, maybe things have been draining you mentally, psychic attachments to things. This is people. For me personally, I relate to this because I've been feeling drained externally by like social media and the internet. So I have been taking a break. Time out could be that, of like maybe you're taking a break from something or someone. And then it's causing you to confront what you're using to survive and how that hasn't been fulfilling you. Let's see. Spirit, please clarify the current energy. Thank you. 5 of Swords. Yeah. Yeah. Conflict. The Empress. There's something up here that's going on with like, this is definitely self-confidence. We had creativity with the 3 as well. 35. The age is 35 to 37 could be significant. Regardless, I feel like this here is, you see how she has her hands covered here? It's reminding me of this guy who has his head down and his hands covered here. So giving your power away to other people, you've allowed, this is like conflict of other people's actions have determined, or like the way that you lived your life, or have hurt you. This is also conflict with other people, conflict in your life. And I feel like maybe people, you've been going through a period of maybe being in conflict with the people around you because you're finding this confidence, because you're starting to change your environment, pour into yourself, use your energy differently, take your energy back. People, I'm getting this of like people have used you for your energy and it has allowed you to like kind of not see this. Ace of Swords, yeah. Wow. Okay. I love when we get the High Priestess and the Empress, because these are the two embodiments of divine feminine energy. This is kind of nature versus nurture, essentially. So it's kind of like what nature does to you naturally, and then how you can shift that through your own self-nurturing. How society kind of shapes you, like, subconsciously, and then the truth around, you're redefining your truth. You're finding like the deeper meaning and connection to your own self, and you're like really seeing yourself differently. I love how the crown is on the Ace of Swords here, because it's like you're wearing that crown, you're wearing this new identity, you're stepping into who you really are, and out of this place where you allowed others to determine that for you. Please clarify what's manifesting. Thank you. Wow, you saw that flip over. Okay, so we have the Emperor in the reverse with the Five of Swords. Okay, this is very intense energy. Another 3 at the bottom of the deck. This combination to me is somebody who abuses their power. Very much so. Maybe you've dealt with a lot of people who have abused your power, or you felt like they had power over you. You gave your power up to them. The concept of you giving your power away to other people in general, allowing others to be the source of your compassion or your energy. This is important here, of like turning this back around and you taking your power back, you sitting in your own sovereignty, you having your own foundation, confidence, and taking control of your own life. We had the Empress to the Emperor. So it's like the Empress, maybe it's like you kind of were just there and there was no protection. People are just kind of drawing that energy from you. And now it's like you have the protection, you have the guard, you have the authority here to say, put your foot down. Because the Emperor is all about boundaries and sovereignty. And that's like boundaries against people who are sucking your compassion or your love out from you. And that was causing you to not give it to yourself. So Emperor in reverse, I feel like this is just like you cutting off anybody who's making you feel this way, or anybody that's in this sort of energy that's conflicting with who you are. I feel like a lot of people, to me, this also gives like divide and conquer, like a conqueror, somebody that wants to be in your life because of what you give them and how you benefit them or how it benefits them, versus like actually caring about you. And with the 3 of Wands and the Death card and the 2 of Cups, this is like a change in the, ooh, I love that. It's like in the change of the type of relationship that you have. This also might feel uncomfortable, or there might be some like conflicting energy with you or around you because you're changing, or you could be like getting into fights with certain people, or feeling like uncomfortable with certain people, or people are upset of where you're going. But it's like you're in this timeout period, you're waiting for your ships to come in, but there's changes within your relationships here. This is like a elevation of the type of person that you're drawing in. Male or female, King of Pentacles is just a complex, developed personality, somebody that's accomplished a lot, takes care of themselves, has a life that's full, that is desirable, somebody that has achieved a lot, they take care of the people around them, very family oriented, business owner, hard worker, but they've accomplished a lot, and there's somebody that really cares about their work. And maybe in the past is somebody that, or you've dealt with people who have less humanity, and it's like you're really connecting with people that more so align with you on a soul level. This is giving like a karmic lesson with energy. Okay, let's pull one last card. Nervous system reset, shock value surprise. The audacity, yeah, this card keeps coming out, so it's like the audacity of some of these people to treat you this certain way, or like the audacity for you to allow yourself to keep putting up with this. Really resetting your nervous system is very important with that physical survival. You could be you've been in survival mode for a long time, and now there's a shift, there's a shock value, there's new energy coming in, there's a reset. You're having new energy entering your life. Let's see what else. The opposite of addiction is connection. So connecting with new people. Vibe high. Yeah, vibing on a different level. Physical trauma. Oh, wow. There's something about a physical trauma. Imbalanced ego. Very much in connection with the Emperor. Chemistry versus compatibility. maybe that was an issue with these people before you had intense chemistry with them, but there was no compatibility long term. Somebody that was more self-focused, and you need someone that's more of a partner to you in any sort of way, friendship, business, romantic. It's deeper than you realize. You're enough in this moment, and your power presentation is power energy and presentation is very intimidating. I feel like that's why people kind of have always conflicted with you, but the Emperor and the upright, that's this. You need to start seeing yourself, or you're starting to see yourself in this way, that you're more powerful. Your energy is very sacred and has a strength of like a whole, you know, because the Emperor leads like a whole like army, a community, a city, like a group, a family. Like you're in charge of your life. Like your presentation is showing I'm a leader, and people, you're starting to see through the bullshit of like, I don't believe what these people are trying to project onto me anymore. So I'm going to leave it there. I had to do a quick reading today. I have an appointment I have to go to, but I will be making a couple more readings for this week. I'm going to be posting on YouTube more, focusing on that over other platforms. Thank you so much for your support. If you'd like a private reading with me, just go ahead and go to the link in the description box down below and you can book there. Love you. Bye.